A fire destroys 3 South Jersey homes, a whale is spotted in the Hudson River, and one famous singer cancels their world tour. All that and more coming up on RTN News. Welcome back to a new episode of RTN News. I'm Summer Shiki.
And I'm Sandrame. We're here with the latest in the national and local scene. Let's get started.
A fire sweeps through 3 New Jersey homes on Monday morning. The blaze broke out around 3:30 a.m. on Mahorter Boulevard in Woodbury. Firefighters struggled to put out the flames due to high winds. According to officials, 7 people were taken to the hospital. One person was said to have jumped out of the window of one of the homes. Investigators are still working to determine what sparked the fire.
A woman was arrested and charged with child neglect after getting caught with leaving her sleeping child inside a running vehicle outside of Walmart in Pennsville Township. Police had noticed the car was parked in a fire lane outside of the main entrance at around 5:30 p.m. on Monday. As one of the officers was writing the ticket, the cop had noticed a child sleeping in the car. The driver of the vehicle, Sharday Nichols, already had 4 outstanding warrants against her and allegedly gave the officers a fake name. She was charged with interfering with an officer and was taken to Salem County Correctional Facility and was released on November 15th as bail was set on $15,000, according to police. The child was turned over to a family member as the age and name of the child was not released by authorities.
One person is dead after a plane crashes in New Jersey State Park. The accident happened around 11 a.m. on Monday. A United States Coast Guard helicopter found the aircraft in a marshy area in the Brass River State Forest. Police have identified the victim as 75-year-old William Lindley from Beechwood, New Jersey. Officials say the 2-passenger aircraft departed from Salisbury, Maryland on Saturday, intending to land at the Ocean County Airport. Investigators are still trying to figure out what actually caused the crash.
Police in Nutley, New Jersey are asking the citizens in the community to help out identify burglars who forced their way into an 81-year-old woman's house. The robbery occurred on November 12th at around 8 p.m. on Hillside Avenue. The 2 burglars broke into the front door and demanded money from the woman, and afterwards, the woman gave the 2 an undisclosed amount of cash. The woman received minor injuries from the robbery, and police spokesman, Detective Sergeant Anthony Monetari, said no weapons were involved. In a police statement, Director Alphonse Petracco called the robbery disgraceful. Authorities have urged citizens to call investigators or send a message through the department's tip line if any information is available. A detailed description of the burglars is not available at this time. Rain or shine, let's check out the latest on the weather with Jashanti Pittman.
Thank you. Today is mostly cloudy with a high 46 and low 28. Tomorrow will be sunny with a high 50 and low 35. Try not to be gloomy on Thanksgiving as it will be cloudy with a high 52 and low 39. On Friday, break out your umbrellas because we will see a couple of rain showers with a high 58 and low 41. The weekend is looking very bright as it will be sunny, starting with Saturday with a high 53 and low 34, leading into Sunday with a high 51 and low 33. It's not too bad.
Yeah. So the weekend's looking very bright like our futures, right? Right?
Yeah. But this weather, though, I'm finally going to have to start getting like a winter jacket.
I know, and sweaters and scarves and everything.
I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah, I already got a big, nice jacket, so I'm nice and toasty.
I need to go get one. After the break, Alexa gives us all the details about the Rowan Got Talent competition, so don't go away.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Welcome back to RTN News. We're going to head over to Alexa Carini with the latest in entertainment.
Thank you, guys. Rowan After Hours and the Rowan Television Network held their 8th annual Rowans Got Talent showcase in the Chamberlain Student Center pit November 12th. Students auditioned and were able to perform their talents such as singing, instruments, poetry, and more. The event was sponsored by Rise Bagels, Cookie Munchers, and Sacanti's Pizza. Special congratulations to winner Shanara Chung, who received $200 in Borough Bucks as her first place prize. Former Rowan University student Emily Barnes opened her own brewery this past Friday with partner Megan Myers in Pittman. The two women took their love for beer and decided to make something great of it. They call this greatness Human Village Brewing Company. Myers and Barnes make it evident that their recipe ingredients for the beer are straight from South Jersey. The women pride their company on the connections it has to more businesses in this area, such as sharing their grains with local farmers and using honey from Anthony's Local Honey in Sewell. The new brewery is located on 148 South Broadway in Pittman. Famous rapper Kanye West announced he will no longer be continuing his St. Pablo's Arena tour. This includes his performances at the Prudential Center, Barclays Center, and Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. This is all dates from December 13th through the 31st. Though there was no reason given to his cancellations, it is possibly connected to his most recent performance in Sacramento, where Mr. West calls out artists Jay-Z and Beyonce, as well as radio stations, saying he did not vote, but had he voted, it would have been for Donald Trump. At his performance, he exited the stage after only 3 songs. There is nothing new on the matter as of now. Let's now turn to Mavish with an additional piece of entertainment.
This past Saturday, Student University programmers hosted the 50th annual Holiday Helper Auction in the Chamberlain Student Center Ballroom. All proceeds of the night went to the Front Row Foundation.
The Foundation is a foundation that raises money in order to send people in critical health conditions to the front row of their favorite theatrical performance, sporting event, concert, anything like that. Really gives them a really great last time they can spend with their family.
The recipient of the proceeds raised was given to someone part of the Rowan University family. Nikki Colasanti works in the Office of Orientation Services and Leadership Programs.
It's Nikki. If you'd like to come up, you and your husband need to pack your bags because you're going to see the Dallas Cowboys at the Dallas Cowboys Stadium on December 18th.
The auction included items such as celebrity autographed memorabilia, like an autographed frame from multiple bands, including American authors. They even auctioned off Hushman's Hazardous Hot Sauce, which is made by President Eli Hushman himself from his hot peppers he grows.
Yeah, but I got to get an opening bid of a mere $15. I saw 15 there, first 16, 17 in the back, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Reporting for RTN News, I'm Mavish Khan.
So that's great. 50 years, such a long time to keep going.
That is a very, very, very long time. And it's a great cause, too, for a great cause.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're getting to like the Christmas spirit because, you know, the holiday's right around the corner, so.
Yeah. Time of sharing, giving.
Will you guys participate in the future?
I'll think about it, definitely. I wouldn't mind having lunch with President Hushman.
Well, thanks for joining us, Alexa. Coming up after the break, we finish up with the local news, and we will head over to the national news, so stay tuned.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it.
I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
They were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Cinderella found the pet that fits her perfectly. Tiana gave her pet the royal treatment. Belle found beauty where no one else did. And you can too. Share your heart. Share your love. Bring home your forever friend. Make a shelter pet part of your world. Happily Ever After begins at theshelterpetproject.org.
Welcome back to the show. A whale was spotted in the Hudson River near the George Washington Bridge on Friday per the Westchester County Police Department. The police department's marine unit followed the humpback whale from the county area to the bridge. The police boat following the whale provided security around the mammal while continuing its midday swim. A U.S. Coastal Guard spokesman told the Jersey Journal that the whale did not appear to be in distress. Whale sightings in the area are seen to be rare. However, boaters also report that there was another whale sighting near the Statue of Liberty 2 days before. That same whale also appeared not to be in distress.
A San Antonio police officer was shot to death while writing a traffic ticket in his car. The incident happened on Sunday outside of police headquarters. The suspect pulled behind the officer, got out of his car, and walked up to the driver's side window and shot him twice in the head. He then went back to his car and pulled away. Officials identified the officer as 50-year-old Detective Benjamin Marconi, a 20-year veteran of the force. The suspect has still not been found. Thanksgiving is just a couple days away, and that means a lot of eating and a whole lot of calories. Sarah Rankin gives us the latest on how you can keep your health in check over the holidays.
Thanks, Summer. Thanksgiving is just a few short days away, and I know what you all are thinking. Food, food, and more food. But a bigger concern for many of us is how to get rid of those holiday calories afterwards. Even if you choose the healthier side of the table, eating only one slice of pie and having a colorful plate, you might still need some activity to break even after the festivities are over. A simple way to cut calories and help your mom is to help clean dishes. Surprisingly, an hour spent cleaning and washing dishes will burn 100 calories. Another hour of mopping up after the big meal can burn more than 100 calories. And do you like hanging out with your little cousins? Good news, an hour of running around with them for 60 minutes can burn more than 200 calories. And an hour of Black Friday shopping can burn 76 calories. Now that you know the ways to lose the calories, don't be afraid to have all the mashed potatoes you want. Superbugs caused by the misuse of antibiotics, which make common infections difficult to treat, may have met its match. Bugs Bunny's nemesis, the Tasmanian devil, may pose a threat to this superbug. Researchers in Australia have suspected that the Tasmanian devil and other marsupials carry particularly powerful chemicals in their bodies to help their youngs grow. Studies have shown that because a Tasmanian devil's pouch contains a significant amount of bacteria, including several pathogens, they have developed an immune system boosting qualities in the mother's milk that help vulnerable young develop. The research is in its early stages, but knowing about the superbug fighting properties of Tasmanian devil milk could lead to new drugs. Superbugs are considered a major international health threat, so significant interest in the research is expected. Most of us sit for the majority of our day, whether it's in class or at work, and we don't even think about the side effects it may have because it is just simply second nature to us. Evidence is building that sitting for too long can cause heart disease and diabetes, even in people who exercise often. The trouble is, it's hard to measure just how inactive people are, and there's not enough evidence yet to show just how much you have to exercise to counteract the effects of sitting. It is advised that at least 30 minutes a day of moderate exercise, such as walking briskly rather than strolling around the house, should be a minimum goal. Based on existing evidence, it has been found that U.S. adults are sedentary, meaning sitting, reclining, or lying down for about 6 to 8 hours a day. Despite these potentially relevant findings on how physically inactive can be associated with biological dysregulation, we do not have direct evidence that leads to cardiovascular disease.
Wow,
So guys, based on that, you really shouldn't be sitting at this desk. You should probably be standing to be
I
healthy.
feel like I've been sitting all day, like with class and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not usually a couch potato, so I feel like that doesn't apply to me.
Well, that's good for
Well,
you.
they even said people who exercise, so you got to be careful about that.
I do work out, so I do got to be careful. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Next thing you know, they're probably going to be telling us to sleep standing up, so got to watch out for that.
I know, seriously.
Can I get used to that? No, probably not. Thanks for having a talk with us, Sarah.
No problem.
No problem. Coming up next, here's Leon Purvis with the latest on politics.
President-elect Donald Trump will be the 45th president of the United States. Let's see if the idea of Donald Trump being president sunk in to Rowan students.
thinking of having Trump as my president is just, it just doesn't make sense in my head right now. Like, you know the episode of SpongeBob where all like SpongeBob are going around trying to carry papers, everything's going on fire? That's what it was when I think about it.
Being a woman and of Hispanic descent, the words that Donald Trump has said regarding both of these things has really hurt me, and I believe that him being president is not only dangerous, but can hurt everyone like me. So even though like all his comments are legal immigration, I'm personally not illegal, but I've already been asked if I was since the election of Donald Trump. It's been hurtful, it's been rude, it's discriminating against people who just look like me, just because Donald Trump is against people who look like me.
As soon as Bernie got taken out of the race, I couldn't care less who became president. I didn't really have any horses in this race. However, I'm still surprised that the country decided that they were going to elect a meme as our president, a reality TV show star, which is, I guess it's okay.
Rowan students still have time until January 20th on Inauguration Day for the idea of Donald Trump being the next president to sink into their heads. I'm Leon Purvis from Rowan, RTN News.
Coming up after the break, we'll have more national news, so don't go away.
Hey, it's Ava, and this is Tess from Vivo's Do It Yourselfie, where we recreate the hottest looks from today's biggest music videos.
After cleaning out our closet, we have a lot of clothes we don't wear anymore.
Like this old t-shirt.
It's not garbage, it's actually a brand new rug.
And to make it, all you need to do is cut, tie, and glue.
Cut the t-shirt into strips.
Tie the strips into knots.
And glue the knots to the bath mat. I love it. Give your garbage another life.
And recycle.
When you're out there, there's no telling what you'll find.
I see it, I see it! Oh, look at you.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back to RTN News. President-elect Donald Trump called on the cast of the musical Hamilton to apologize to Vice President-elect Mike Pence after his treatment before and during the Broadway show in New York City on Friday. As Pence entered the theater, he was met with a shower of cheers and mostly boos from the audience. After the last curtain call, actor Brandon Dixon, who plays Aaron Burr in the show, addressed Pence calmly from the stage. The message cited the many concerns critics and citizens have with the Trump administration. The message ended with Dixon saying, "We truly hope the show has inspired you to uphold our American values and to work on the behalf of all of us." End quote. Trump the following morning tweeted his disappointment in the treatment of his running mate. Dixon then responded to Trump on Twitter, saying his words were conversational, were not harassment, and praised Pence for listening to his message.
Pope Francis told Catholics worldwide he is allowing all priests to forgive those who have had an abortion. In a letter made public on Monday, Francis said that he is extending the special permission that he had granted to all rank-and-file priests during the just-ended Holy Year of Mercy. However, the Catholic Church's stance on abortion has not changed. It is still viewed as a grave sin, but this makes it easier for women who have had an abortion to be forgiven and able to rejoin the Church.
The Porter Airlines Dash 8 aircraft swerved to avoid a UFO in the skies of Lake Ontario on November the 15th. Porter Airlines said in a statement that the pilots noticed an object in the distance, and as they approached the object, they realized it was close to their flight path. The pilots first thought the object was a balloon, but after debriefing, the object could have been a drone. Peter Rowntree, senior regional investigator with the Transportation Safety Board of Canada, told the Star that the object definitely wasn't a bird. It was a very large object, and it happened so quick. The Canadian government is now working on new rules and regulations to accommodate the growing number of drones so that incidents like these are prevented. 2 flight attendants suffered minor injuries and were taken to the hospital, per the CBC.
Black Friday is a couple days away, and right after that comes Cyber Monday. Adobe Insights shared its 2016 holiday predictions, and this year looks like it's going to be a good one. Black Friday will be bigger than ever. For the first time, sales are expected to exceed $3 billion, an 11.5% increase over last year. And Cyber Monday sales will exceed $3 billion as well, an increase of 9.4% from last year. Over 136 million people are expected to go shopping this Friday. Let's now head over to Steven Rodriguez with an update on our Rowan sports teams.
Thanks, Summer. The Rowan University men's basketball team won the tip-off for Autism Awareness Championship 91-87 over host Widener University on Saturday. With 1 minute and 11 seconds left in the game, guard Ryan McMahon made a layup that put Widener ahead 87-85. On the following possession, forward Sean Wilson tied the score after getting fouled and making 2 of his free throws. After the Pride didn't answer on their next possession, guard Nick DePersia sank 2 free throws at the 51-second mark and then again at the 18-second mark. He hit 4 free throws in a row and gave the Profs the win. Sean Wilson totaled a career high for the second straight game, leading all scorers with 30 points. He was also selected as the most valuable player and was joined on the all-tournament team by Rob DePersia. With the win, the Profs moved their record to 2-1 overall. In women's basketball, the Profs captured the Newman University tip-off tournament title with an 85-63 victory over the host Knights. In the 22-point victory, guard Anissa Sanchez led the Profs with 25 points, 6 steals, and 4 rebounds. Her 6 steals matched her career high. Guard Summer Crilly added 11 points of her own, while guard Valerie Garofalo contributed with 10 points and 6 assists. Anissa Sanchez was named the tournament's most valuable player, and guard Summer Crilly joined her on the all-tournament team. The Profs stayed unbeaten with a 3-0 record, while Newman suffered their first loss, moving their record to 2-1. Over in men's swimming and diving, the Profs defeated Pace University 140-76 on Saturday afternoon. Rowan won the 200-meter medley relay with a time of 1 minute and 35.56 seconds, and won the 200 freestyle relay with a time of 1 minute and 27.76 seconds. Paul Long finished first in the men's individual 200 freestyle and placed second in the 200-meter backstroke. Mike Simunek was also a winner for the Profs, winning the 200-meter individual medley with a time of 2 minutes and 0.76 seconds. With the win, the Profs stay undefeated with a 5-0 record. So guys, both the men's and women's basketball teams came home, from traveling with a title. That's pretty nice so far to start the season.
Yeah, they're out there balling, and they're balling.
Really,
And it looks
balling.
like the swimming team's also doing really good too.
Yeah, undefeated. I mean, I'm not a swimmer myself, but I was a lifeguard, if that counts. So I don't know.
Yeah, if I was getting into some type of trouble with water, I'd definitely look to one of those guys to save me.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely. Well, thank you, Stephen.
No problem, Summer.
Now we have Dino Arantoulas with this week's Rowan Opinion.
The leaves have fallen and Thanksgiving is around the corner. In this episode of the Rowan Opinion Report, I want to know that if students were given the chance that they can only have one Thanksgiving food for Thanksgiving, what would it be?
Pumpkin pie, hands down. It's the only thing my mom makes that on Thanksgiving that she doesn't make any other time of the year, and I absolutely love it.
I'd probably pick stuffing just because stuffing's kind of a correlation of a whole bunch of things that's healthy for you. Also, my grandma kills it.
Well, I think mashed potatoes because there's a lot of things you can do with them. You can put bacon bits into them, put chives, some cheese. You can put some gravy into them,
If I could only eat one food, it would probably be macaroni and cheese because that's just my favorite food to eat. So if I don't have that, then I don't want anything else.
My favorite Thanksgiving food would have to be mashed potatoes because even though it's a side dish, they're super fluffy and yummy and they don't get as much credit as they should.
If I could only have one food, it'd probably be mashed potatoes, mainly because I just like mashed potatoes. I feel like they're more important than turkey, in my opinion.
Probably my aunt's string bean casserole just because it's something that she cooks every year, only on Thanksgiving, and it's just been part of my childhood and everything.
After speaking to students here today, oddly, their favorite food on Turkey Day was mashed potatoes. If I had to choose, it would be stuffing. This is Dino Arantoulas reporting from the Chamberlain Student Center for the Rowan Opinion Report for RTN News.
So what's your favorite food?
Well, I don't eat turkey, so
okay.
I think like sweet potatoes with like the marshmallows on top of it. I know that's so random, but it's so good.
As for me, I would say baked mac and cheese.
Oh yeah, that's definitely really good. You can't go wrong with that.
It's gooey, cheesy, delicious,
Well, I can't wait for this Thanksgiving. So thanks for tuning in to RTN News. I'm Summer Shiki.
And I'm Hassan Drami. Like always, stay golden. And always, happy Thanksgiving.